Hi, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you joined me today. This is kind of a surprise, right? I haven't done a video in a while, so I'm glad you're here, whether you're watching live on Facebook or live on YouTube, or if you're watching the replay on either one. I'm always thrilled to have new people interested in the Create with Kelley projects that I come up with. We've got some wonderful paper crafting community folks here in Lubbock, Texas. And I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located here in the US in Lubbock, Texas. And I'm happy to help you if you have anything you need, any kind of products or any kind of advice or tips or tricks. And that's why I have this channel, is so that I can share my creativity with you and vice versa. I would love for you to inspire me also. That's why I have a Facebook group. It's called Create with Kelley Crew. I have a page, Create with Kelley, and I have a blog at createwithkelley.com, and the YouTube channel is Create with Kelley Pitt. So I try to make it easy for you to find me. You just have to spell the name with an EY, and then you'll find me. But today I have been working on Halloween cards all for the last day or two. I haven't been able to do my Stampin' Up! Stuff because I've been working on our Meals on Wheels Feed Seniors Now program that's coming up in September. So I've been a busy girl working on that for a while and had to put my Stampin' Up! Aside for a little bit, but that's kind of what we do, isn't it? Do a little community service and then get back to business. So thanks for joining me today. And this is an easy card. This is the fourth one that I've designed using this Potions and Spells bundle from Stampin' Up! So I don't have a completed card to show you because I haven't finished it yet. I just had it laid out and thought, I promised to do a video. I'm just going to get in there and do one. We've got dinner plans at 6, so it's going to be a quick one. But hope you enjoy it and hope it gives you some ideas. And if you're interested in my class or class to go, the class to go will definitely include the bundle, the Potions and Spells bundle. So I'm still working on figuring out the details of that, and I will put that in a Google form and update this video and put it on my blog and all that. So if you're interested in finding that, that'll be great. Let me know so that I can figure out how many to plan for. I'm excited to share this card with you today. We will switch the camera over and get going on it. Let's see, what do I want to do? I think we just want to do that. And then if it needs to be bigger, then I'll just put myself out. How about that? Y'all let me know if you need it to be the whole full screen. And we are using the Designer Series paper from the catalog, from the annual catalog, Stampin' Up's 24-25 annual catalog. And I'm using Granny Apple Green. And I bet I took my ruler in there in the other room earlier. Goodness gracious. I'm already going to have to stop and do that. So I'll be back because I do not have a ruler at all. I wore my orange and black for you today for Halloween. Okay, here we go. All right. This is the typical 8.5 by 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right, the typical size. So hopefully that's the only thing I've forgotten, but I haven't done a video in a while, so who knows? And I always use my bone folder to get that creased really well. Then we're going to take our silicone mat that is perfect for gluing things because it keeps you from getting it all over your work surface. And let's see. Well, I'm not adjusted properly, but we're going to go with it. And you can use liquid glue, you can use seal, whatever your glue of choice is. And these little strips are from the designer series paper, like I said, that you can get it in a pack of the brights, a pack of the neutrals, a pack of the, let's see, brights, neutrals, subtles, brights, neutrals, subtles, and regals. You can get a packet of each of those, and you can also get it in a pack of the in colors, which is kind of fun. So you get 4 sheets of each. There's 48 sheets times 12 designs, I believe. And these are all just 1 inch by 4 inch strips. And this is, like I said, an easy peasy card. But we're using what I think of as Halloween colors. I don't know if there's an official Halloween color chart. But this is from 2 different ones, I believe. You'll have to check. But this is Gorgeous Grape, Crushed Curry, and Pumpkin Pie with the Granny Apple Green. So I think that is Bright's and Regal's set that I had. Okay, we're going to do a little stamping. And I already have one ready just in case this, I don't want it to take forever of your time. So what we're going to do is go ahead and stamp these. I've got several images from the Potions and Spells bundle. See if I can get this out of the way here. And we're just using the Memento ink and Stampin' blends today. And I'm probably going to use the ones I've already got cut out, but I just wanted to show you how these are done, or how I did them. There are lots of different ways to do it. And we're just going to stamp these. There's the cat. And we're going to stamp the books. And some of this is going to be for the outside, and some of it is for the inside. And we're just going to stamp Halloween up here because I don't need the happy part, and I'll show you why. Okay, I didn't do a very good job of that. I got my happy on the top. We're going to move that up a little bit. Okay, and we'll probably stamp that in a minute. Let's see, cat and crow I need. And I don't know if it's a crow or a raven for Halloween. What do y'all think of it as? Either way, they're really black. I've seen a lot of people doing their cards and making the beak and feet orange, but I mean, that's not how a crow or raven is. But of course, we have artistic license to do whatever we want, right? I'm just using the Stampin' Scrub really quickly. I don't like that Memento ink sitting on my photopolymer stamps a long time, so I'm just getting those cleaned off really quickly. I did not do a very good job on that cat, I don't think. He kind of got heavy there, but that's okay. I think that'll work. That's one thing about Halloween stuff. You can just about make anything work because it just looks like it's fun and supposed to be spooky and kind of silly. So that works. All right, I think that's it for those. We are going to, you can make a really dark cat. Oh, and I meant to bring my sample, but I don't have that. We're going to start with the dark smoky slate, I believe. I don't think I started with the light. I think we're going to just put dark everywhere. And I'm using my, if you're not practiced with the blends, you might want to just use the bullet tip, but which is what I'm going to switch to, but I wanted to cover that area pretty quickly. So that was with the, guess I don't need that, but I need a little scratch paper. We'll see if we have that. What we're going to use. What are we going to use? That looks tacky. I'm just going to use an envelope. Okay. All right. If y'all have any questions or comments, please let me know, and I will look up every now and then and check that out. This is the stamp set and die set bundle is from the online exclusive. So you can have access to it right now. And even before our holiday catalog comes out, which will be coming out soon, that is going to be available for demonstrators to order from August 6th and for customers to order from on like early September. I think maybe that's the 4th, somewhere in there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but already did it. So there you have it. I was going to leave room for put a little bit of the Highland Heather in his ear. And with the Stampin' Blends, you just kind of go up to that memento line and not on it because it does bleed a little bit. And I'm not doing black on the cat, but I'm going to get a little bit darker. We're going to go with light basic black, which would be the next step up. Okay, from the dark smoky slate. So that's, you know what? I could probably have used I don't know why I don't have dark basic gray. Huh. That's what I really should probably be using. And I don't know why I don't have that. Just thinking about that. Did they not have blends in basic gray? Let's see. Is it black? Maybe they don't. I don't seem to. If I do, they're somewhere else. But, okay, we're going to go underneath here. Make that a little darker. And use our dark smoky slate to kind of blend this underneath here. Because that would kind of be shadowed under there, I'm thinking. So we're just kind of giving him a little definition there. And then we can go with the light smoky slate in the middle to kind of blend those edges. And I usually use a circular motion like that. Let's see, that leg needs to be a little darker. We're going to go back in with some of the light basic black here, because this leg is further back. Dark smoky slate again. All right, now we're going to use some Granny Apple Green on his eyes. Let's see if y'all have any questions yet. Please let me know who you are and where you're from and all that. Glad to see you here. Okay. Nope, not white. We're going to go light Highland Heather is what we're using for his cute little nose, which you would normally use pink, but we're trying to stick with the whole purple, green, yellow, orange, Halloween-y kind of colors. And then we're going to make him some green eyes like I have. Cat eyes, I guess. Okay, and I'm going to go back. Make sure that with the dark basic black, whoop, and my blends are, this is an old one, and it is kind of worn and broken. I've had it in so many classes. I'm going to darken up that black there in the middle of the eye to show up those cat eyes a little more. All right, now we're going to do kind of the same thing on the crow or the raven. Which one did y'all decide that is? Do you think of Halloween bird, if that's a raven or a crow? What do y'all think? This is the light smoky slate. Because if you do black ink with all black, you just really don't see any detail. So you got to kind of make him a little gray so that the detail is black. And do y'all think, would you... Hi, Rebecca. Glad you tuned in. Thank you, thank you. Do y'all think, even on a crow who has a black beak and black legs for Halloween, do you want a hint of a little orangey color in there or not? What you thinking? Maybe just a little bit and put gray over it? Because I didn't on my other one. I just left it black. In fact, I had a little purplish in there. You know how black can kind of look purple at times? It's like so black that it's like a deep purple kind of color. We're going to gray that out because they really don't have orange. But we'll just kind of see how that works with the smoky slate on top. So we have just a hint of orange here. There we go. And we're going to go back and color him a little bit more. I'm going to put the dark smoky slate on him. And I'm just kind of going along like where the feathers are. And then I'll leave his little tummy area a little, still leave it kind of light. Probably could use color blender, but all right, now if we want some dark feathers in there, we can use a light basic black in there a little bit. And then go over it with either the light smoky slate or the dark smoky slate, whichever one. See how I'm just kind of going in line with the feathers? And I think we need him kind of a little bit still more smoky slate because he's really supposed to be black. So we're going to get him a little darker without losing all the detail. Now we're going to go for his eye. We're going to say it is Daffodil Delight because that is, we don't have a Crush Curry marker, I don't believe. If we do, I don't have it out. So we've got those. Now we're going to get to play with our little books. And these we're going to do in, does anybody have any comments yet? I don't see any or questions so far. So I'm going to use the light smoky slate. I mean, not smoky slate. Hold on. I was trying to find my sample that was already done. We're going to use the light pumpkin pie for this part, because if you go with the dark pumpkin pie, you're not going to be able to read that spells portion there. So then we'll take the dark pumpkin pie on the sides. And like I said, don't go like to the line, go up to the inside of the line because it does bleed a little bit. These do. That's how they blend. So it's on purpose. Okay, we're going to use light Daffodil Delight and not cover all of the inside of those books, but kind of just give it a little bit of color and a little bit of, still leave a little bit of white there, just on the pages as if they're aged. And then we're going to use the green apple green dark right here with the bullet tip. I'm just going to do the, is that what I want to do? Yeah. And of course you could use whatever color combination you want. I'm going to use the dark Highland Heather for the cover of the second book that's stacked up there. Like that. And then we're going to go with the light Highland Heather. Again, because this, you need to be able to read that part, the potions through there. So you need to use the light or it just won't show. And I'm using Gorgeous Grape elsewhere, but it blends with that very well. So we're going to go with the dark Highland Heather out here on the edge. And I'm going to do, let's do the Granny Apple Green here and here. And then we'll do the Pumpkin Pie. Kind of doing those 3 little stripes there. Then you could leave that white, or you can do the Daffodil Delight in the middle of those. Whatever you want to do. Easy, easy. Easy peasy. All right. Now we're going to be using a little bottle while we've got the blends out. I'm not going to show you the whole card yet. We're just going to play a minute. We're going to use the, oh my, this is the one that got really ruined in a class. Make sure you're not scrubbing with this to color something in, or your tips will look like that. I need a replacement for that, so I'll use a bullet tip. I'm going to kind of go around the sides and the bottom there a little bit. Just kind of do a little bit of shading there on the bottle, which is a potion bottle. And then we're going to do kind of the same on here, just to give it a little more depth. You could use a sponge dauber, you could use your blends, whatever you want to do on there. And hopefully that will blend in a little better. We'll get the light pumpkin pie and kind of blend that out a little bit. See how that works. And what else do I need? Let's see. And I have already taken, this is one of the dies in the set, the Lotions and Potions, not lotions. That was a store in Ruidoso, Lotions and Potions. Here is the die set. And on this card, we're using the outline of the cat and the crow and the books. And we're using this slime, or whatever you want to call it. It looks like green slime to me. And then some of the potion bottles. I've got other cards that are coming up in this class and class to go that will have the broom. That's the broom handle and the little whisk part. And then it's got all kinds of bubbles and fun little things to play with. So you will be excited to know one of the cards moves, and just lots of fun things. So I've already cut the green slime down just a little bit so that it's the size of the Halloween that I stamped. And all I did was you can just chop that out or use a scrap. Everybody's got white scraps of paper. I know you do, because you cut down your cardstock and you always have a little scrap left. So we're just going to do that with the Granny Apple Green dark. Okay. So I just kind of went on one side, because usually your light is hitting from one direction, whichever direction you pick. And then, so you would use your dark on one side and then your light, leave it light on the other. This is the light Granny Apple Green that I'm just kind of blending into that kind of going over that line in a circular motion. So that should blend out really well for us, hopefully. Easy, easy. And I think that may be all we need to color on this card. This is, like I said, a pretty easy one. So we're going to see. Dump this off. And we're going to pretend that we cut all of these out with our die cut just then. So here's the book. Here's the bird. And hopefully I have the cat. I hope. I had it a minute ago. If y'all could only see this desk, you would be amazed that I'm even getting this video done. So there we go. There are our parts to that. And now we're going to take, and I thought this would be fun to do a little, to spell out our happy with letters. This is using the alphabet a la mode dies, which are number 160750. 160750 alphabet a la mode dies. And it has all the letters and numbers, and they're nice and narrow. They're tall and narrow so that you can fit more of a word onto a card. Because I initially, when I designed this in my head, I thought it was going to have to be long ways to spell out happy. But no, with these nice skinny little letters, it works just great like this. So we're going to do something like this. Spelling out the little happy. And I'm going to have the little cat kind of sitting on top of the P's, I think. And then I was thinking we would have Halloween down here somewhere and have a little potion bottle. And we're going to use that on the inside. We'll have like a little potion bottle there. Something like that. Maybe. Somewhere in there. But I think whenever he was die cut, I was off a little bit. So all you have to do, if that is the case, is just go around. You still want to leave some of that white on there. But I think if you don't get it perfect where it's white is even all the way around, I think they usually need a little trimming, but it's still easier than starting from scratch. Okay, and I think these little paws need to be cut apart. Y'all would not have to. If you don't want to do that, you certainly don't have to do that. But I just like having a little space there between them, especially since he's going to be sitting on top of the letter like he is. And this is hard to see when you're on that back foot there. Kind of right in between everything. Let's see how we're going here. Now, and definitely pivot around your scissors. Don't use the scissors for a sawing motion. You need to, and you kind of need to be ambidextrous here to do this, because you're going to have to get into that little part. You really need to go in from the other direction, almost like if you had left-handed scissors versus right-handed scissors, or I think they make those. My husband's left-handed, but I'm a little ambidextrous on some things. Are y'all? Can y'all do things with both hands, or you really, really heavy on the light, one hand or the other? Anybody else have any questions or anything? We're just moving right along here. Okay. And for the class, I may be doing these on the foam adhesive strip things that are thick. They're kind of like a Stampin' dimensional that goes on the back of here. And you cut them all out at one. It's like a sheet. It would be like almost like a foam dimensional sheet. And you just peel the backing off, put the paper on, and then cut your letters out, and then they'll be raised up. But we did not do that today because I cut out all of these letters not knowing which color I was going to use. And So we're just going to glue them flat today. And let's see. Dang, I should have laid that out a little better. Be sure to audition your pieces like this. Get them where you want them, so you know which angle and all that. Okay, I'm kind of wanting that to be about right there. Could be a little further over. We could spread that out a little bit. Do we want it all the way over to the edge like that? Or I think our letters are going to be okay. The P's almost need to be at a similar height. I don't want them exactly the same, but I want the cat to be able to go kind of like that. So I think we're good with our H. We'll take our A. And this is, the H is in basic white, and this is in pumpkin pie, the A. Whoops, really should have done. I really wanted higher on that. Oh, and I was going to use the blending brush on the green before we put all this down, but it's a little late now. That's what you get when you're in a rush, right? Okay, we're going to change that angle, I think. Or do this one kind of straight. Maybe we'll do the P kind of straight. It's in the center. And it just takes a little bit on the edges here. You could use your adhesive sheets if you didn't want it raised, or you can use the foam adhesive sheets if you do want it raised. So totally up to you how you want to do that. I'm going to leave that little bit on the end there open. I mean raised, kind of up, so that I can stick these legs in there however I want to. I want him popped up. So I'll come back if I need to glue that top down. But right now I'm going to leave it so that it's more flexible. Am I going this way? Or that way? Yep, I'm going this way. But this, a lot of times we've had Halloween designer series paper that is really, really cute. We've had some great Halloween paper, but either I missed it or we didn't have it this time. So, and I went up a little bit with the Y, just kind of want them back and forth a little bit. And we'll put the Halloween here. I may go all the way to the edge. I kind of like that. And then we're going to pop him up. Hopefully, if we have some dimensionals in here. I hope. Indeed we do. And I'm not going to worry about sticking his legs. I'm just going to stick his body, and then that way we can play with the legs a little bit. Probably need a little mini right there under that tail. May not take a whole one. Let's just take partial. And my nails look horrendous. Sorry, peeps. It's just, there's only so much time in the day, and that's one of the things that is evidently not as important to me as it should be. But I have more fun playing with cards than I have worrying about a manicure. Okay, there's our cute little Happy Halloween. It seems early, but it's really not. If you want to order your bundle and get it in time to do lots of playful stuff. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and see. I just glued a stamped the Halloween, cut it out, and then just glued it on top of the little slime part. And I guess we need a little bit of one over here. I don't think we can get a whole one. Now, I think that's going to work. And I guess we could pop up those ends too. Might as well put some little minis there. If I have some. Nope, big. Come on, minis. Here we go. All right, we're just going to stick those right there. And get our little Take Your Pick tool. Rebecca, if you think this one's cute, you just wait till you see the other ones. I'm so excited about those, but they're detailed, but a lot of fun. Okay, do we want that over to the edge where it kind of lines up with that purple? It's kind of what I'm thinking, as opposed to sticking it right. See, that's too much like underneath the cat, right? Doesn't it need to be all the way over? Do you agree, Rebecca and other viewers? I think we'll try to just make that straight and let that slime come down off of there. And then we'll just, do we want our potion bottle straight up like that? I was kind of thinking of at a tilt, something like that, because our A is at a tilt. Y'all good with that? And this, I would say, needs to be glued flat onto the bottle because the liquid doesn't need to be raised. But if you're going to have the bottle at a tilt, it should probably have the liquid at a tilt, I'm thinking. But of course, it is a magic potion, so I guess it doesn't have to be logical. But it seems like the top of the liquid would need to be straight, right? Straight across with the bottom of the card. I guess that's what I was thinking anyway. We'll pop that up too. So this would be cute with those, with the happy popped up. But that is, yeah, those would look better popped up too, I think. But it's fun with the little straps on the paper. I used on a different card, I used the bubbles. There's a paper that almost looks like bubbles. It's just little circles. And this one I thought worked great with the stripes. And I don't know how many are coming to my classes, so I can't, it's hard to estimate. So I'm trying to make my, am I going to stamp? Do we think we need a little hocus pocus on here? Stamped on the inside, maybe? It's kind of what I was thinking. More memento ink. You could use a different color, but since we're mostly using black on the front, I think that works. I think I'm going to do it over here. And we'll do, let's do a few of these. Let's see, my plan is to have this right here, kind of across the bottom, and then stack the books on top, and then put our little raven or crow up here. And I was thinking we were going to put a little bottle right here, but maybe I'll put that on the front instead. We could, I don't think we have to have a bottle. I think we can do with just this. Let's see. We're going to use some of these cute little things. in, I think we're going to stick with the black theme. Rebecca, I need some dates from you on when you would like it to be. It is probably going to be next month on a Saturday or a Sunday. And it really, I'm trying to get interest so far. And I know I have you and Kimberly and Jan who are all interested. So I think those are cute. And then we'll do maybe one more down lower. We'll do that one again. You don't want to interfere with where you're going to write. You don't have much room to write a message, but what else are you going to say besides Happy Halloween and sign it, right? That's what I think. Okay. We're going to have this one going off the page. Whoops, that's the same as the other one. Let's change it to be like this one. And I'm going to do it upside down so it looks like it's a different one. Okay. Let's close that up before we make a bigger mess. So this strip is 1/2 inch, and it is the Granny Apple Green strip from those Designer Series paper packs. We're just going to, I usually like to leave a little bit of room at the bottom. And then if I'm putting the DSP in, I thought that this grounds this stuff, you know, it kind of gives it somewhere to sit. And since this is on the inside, we're not going to dimensional it. We're just going to stick it right there. I'm going to stick that white part underneath so it looks like that is sitting right on the shelf. Come over just a little bit. And then I'm probably going to take I'm going to take a little bit of this white off, even though the rest of the white will kind of blend into the background of the paper. But these, I really kind of want his little feet sitting on top there. And I think, see how this one has the pumpkin pie with the gray over it. Maybe that's better. I tried the Holland Heather and I wasn't really happy with it, but here we are. Nevertheless, let's see what happens. We're going to see if we can make it look more like our other sample. Let's go back over it with the pumpkin pie. Even though we already had Holland Heather on there, light Holland Heather, we're doing the dark pumpkin pie. And a little bit of gray back on top. Just so it's not so bright. I mean, we don't have a toucan. It's not a Halloween toucan. Okay, Rebecca, would you send me a text with that on it so that as I'm looking, I can keep that in mind? This is the light basic black. We don't need that. We need a light smoky slate. So I will remember, because I'm going to be checking with all the other peeps and set it. And then it'll also be a class to go for those who aren't in the Lubbock area and want to come and want to make this. It'll be a class to go. There we go. I think that works. Now we're going to set him up here on top of the spells and books and, spells and potions books. I need to tuck him behind. So see what I mean? Now you've got plenty of room to just sign your name and put Halloween. Happy Halloween. I'm glad you're open, Rebecca, in August. That's awesome. I will get that chosen for you very soon and let you know. I'm glad you're feeling better. Glad you got to visit with your folks. Okay, I'm going to put a little of the Daffodil Delight inside these little things here. And you could use Wink of Stella. You could use a little bit of a brush stroke over that little hocus pocus if you want. Do y'all want to see that? Not the other tip. We'll do the light. And whoops. I don't know if I want to do that. No, this is that tip that's terrible. We'll just use our white pumpkin pie and just make a little whoop. That's it. And we're gluing it in. Yay! Told you it was easy. Easy but fun. Hope y'all have enjoyed this. This class is going to be really a lot of fun. I'm going to do some little treat boxes or bags, or I haven't decided, but we've got 4 cards already. This is one of the 4 that we'll be doing at the class. This is an easy one. So there we have our Happy Halloween. And I really wanted to do some of those cute little, am I going to be brave? I think I am. I think I'm going to be brave. And do a couple of these on here, which I should have done much earlier before I glued those down. So do as I do as I say, not as I do. Okay. Now we're going to use one over here. We'll use the other one. And then I think I need one right here or right here. I think we'll have it like it's kind of, can't really do it off the page like that. Phooey. Maybe it should be over there. Yikes, that's going to be hard because we've already got that popped up. So if you're going to do this, be really careful because it's easy to make a mistake if you've got something that's not level that could be in the way. So I was thinking that would be too busy, but I kind of like it. So y'all can do it with or without those little cute little stars. What do you think? Now we've got a big old mess over here. Let's see if we can get that out of your way. So you don't have to look at it. There's our cute little Halloween card. Done quickly. Let's see if this works. So if y'all need any of the products to make some of these cards, if you're not going to do the full class, but you want to know what I used, I will come back and post that in the description of the video. And then also I'll be doing a blog post and have a PDF available for, whoops, wrong way. That's a little better. I'm a little too big, but hopefully you can see the card better. But I thank you for tuning in. And if you need any products this month, which is going to be good, going to be gone before we know it, the host code is at the bottom there of the screen. And also wanted to share with you about the Earn to Redeem. This is in July. We have bonus days from July 3rd through the 31st. So that's coming up quickly. For every $50 that you spend with me in the Stampin' Up! Catalog, you'll get a $5 coupon in August to spend. Isn't that awesome? So you have to redeem them in August, though. So this includes everything from the new annual catalog that just came out in May, and also includes online exclusives. So there we go. I think that is our show for today, unless y'all have some questions. This was using basically the alphabet a la mode dies and the potions and spells bundle from Stampin' Up. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you will join me for this class that's coming up, whether you do a class if you're in Lubbock and want to come here, or if you want to just do the class to go kit. There are some much more complex cards to be done. We're going to be using a lot of blending brushes and Stampin' blends and lots of different things. So I'm excited about it and hope to share it with y'all soon. If you have any questions, just contact me, Kelley at createwithkelley.com. Would love to hear from you. Thanks again for tuning in, and please share with your crafty friends who might enjoy the Halloween card we made today. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend. Bye.